is up, boys? I am Karasmai, the rank 1 Kane North America, and I'm going to be teaching you all about Kane's pathing, his ganks. He is probably one of the best kits in the game for Season 14 because of all these lovely walls, all these angles that you can look for ganks. They're so nice. I just realized, every game we played, we've been on this side, on blue side. That's interesting. I just realized that. I'm having like a self-aware thought process. Okay, well, either way, we're probably going to do a full clear up this game. You can do a lot of different clears. Your exact path isn't fully defined, but the angles that you're going to look for is basically what I want to teach this game. So looking at how to, like, you know, gank from this wall. I mean, it's pretty kind of a dead set giveaway on when you want to look for ganks. It's really easy. So whenever they're pushed past certain terrains, it's very easy to look for ganks. But now you're able to come from like smoother angles, and as you can see, mid's a little bit more expanded here, so you have a lot more room to like kind of swing around. You always want to wrap around. Same with top lane. Oh my god, look at this. And then you have this to work with as well. So if they ever push, if they're ever like right here, they're pretty much a free kill, free gank. So that would be really, really interesting. And then right here, you know, just the dragon pit per usual. That's going to be that gank, and then as I mentioned right there. But basically, I'll keep an eye on the lane and just kind of tell you guys when and where you should look for a gank. But I'm really thinking that Kane's going to be one of the best champs in Season 14. The items seem really great on him. The runes are still good. You still have Summon Ares interaction to get your form faster. And now the pathing is just way easier. And he's a champion that flourishes with farming heavily. And another thing I kind of want to talk about is the objectives. So the grubs, my personal favorite objective, are insanely good. So Kayn has a very good clear in order to like set himself up for it pretty early on, I would say. So yeah, let's see. Make sure I don't mess this up. Nice. That was with like 2 HP. Don't worry, I practice that a lot. Sometimes it looks like I might mess it up, but don't worry, I don't actually ever do it. At least if I do, it's not going to get recorded. You say I stopped the video and I I start a new one. But no, I'm kidding. It's fine. But either way, yeah, we're just going to do our standard clear. And let me fix my function keys. I'm on PBU right now, so things are a little bit funky. So let me swap you with you, and that should be good. Okay, so now we can kind of swatch the lanes. So typically, whenever you're pathing up, you kind of want to look towards the lanes that you actually can gank. So if I'm pathing up, I'm not going to look really bot lane. Like, there's no point for me to look there. So just looking mid, top. So top's pushed in. Mid's not really in a position where I can gank yet. So right now I'm just going to look to like farm heavy. I think farm heavy is not a bad idea at all in this meta. I mean, I think looking for early ganks is pretty good. I think it's pretty sufficient. You're going to find a lot of value out of that. The early D-Blade reset clear can still work. You only get like 750 gold as opposed to getting 800 gold. So I wouldn't really do it. Like, if I didn't have my pot, you're going to see me with like 700 because I bought a pot, right? But if I didn't have a pot, I can get 750. But I think I'm just going to go double longsword because our best friend in the whole wide world is back, Mr. Tiamat. So that's pretty sick. So I'm probably going to look for that Tiamat. Also, I could just stay on the map and farm Scuttle. So the whole reset before Scuttle thing, you don't need to do it every game. Obviously, you can still utilize it. It's still a strategy that can be utilized. But you're going to see right here, yeah, it's like around 700 gold. So if I had pot, like around 750, I'd still have to wait a little bit, but it'll be as high value. But right now, you can see they're Jung trying to look for an early gank bot. So maybe I can get an invade on them. See. Ooh, that's interesting. And the cool thing is that there's so many walls that you can kind of like play around. So whenever you go for an invade, you have a lot more escape avenues, I feel like, as well. So champions with like high mobility, honestly, I think they'll flourish a lot better than most champions in this current meta. I really think Kane's gonna be one of the best champs in the game, and I'm like so like excited. I know people always say Kane's always been one of the best champs in the game, but no, he's actually like you don't know what Kane being OP is like until you play against somebody in Season 14. That's all I'm gonna tell you right now, my boys. That's all I'm gonna tell you right now. All right, let's stay out of vision of that guy. Make sure we stay away. So what I could do now, because I was kind of theory crafting this a little bit, is because I couldn't find, actually I could maybe look for an early gank here. So this is like one of those ideas where if he E's forward, get into E forward here. There it is. Okay, so if he E's forward, we could look for this gank. Didn't really get it, but it's fine, it's fine. That's worth the investment and like the value we get out of it. What I was gonna say is, what you typically want to look for is I want to go farm my 2 bot side camps, reset again, get Tiamat, and then go get the grubs. So basically, you want your whole idea and strategy is you want to get that Tiamat for the grubs. So that way you're just as strong as possible, and preferably getting level 5 as well. So I might actually come a little bit faster late here. So I might not actually be able to reset because I went for that gank. So you kind of have to like think about things like that. Like, okay, looking for that gank. It could have worked and we got a good amount of orbs for it. So it wasn't like a low value strategy, but at the same time, we're not able to get the reset now for grubs. Like, we can farm 1 camp here. Oh, maybe we can, because Jarvan's bot. Okay, that's good. Looks like Aatrox isn't rushing it either, so maybe we... did he take my Gromp? He might have taken my Gromp there. Let's see. He did, okay. That's fine. Because I just get Tiamat. I'm gonna be very late. I actually got quite fortunate. I would have been a little bit late, but tier resets early on is kind of crazy, right? That's why I'm kind of thinking like maybe Futures Market would be cool. If they ever nerf Summon Airy, I might try and lean towards the Inspiration Tree. I wish they would just buff First Strike. If they buff First Strike, literally, I'm not kidding you guys, by 1%, we would be able to go First Strike over Summon Airy. That's how good First Strike was before they nerfed it twice. Nerfed it twice, it was kind of sad. So yeah, we're gonna look for this right now. Doing this objective is always scary because you can always wind up losing one because you can only really smite one. And yeah, you can smite these guys, so I never smite the first one. I always try and kill the first one, and then I get the second one kind of lowish as well. That way, like, you can maybe smite that one if you wanted, and then the last one you might just have to be willing to give. It's like the safest route, but see now I could just get this, get that. Kane's really fast at taking these bad boys as well, so you get like a solid amount of XP, and the scaling value you get out of them, super good, super good. And yeah, you basically just one-shot them with the Tiamat here. I'm gonna farm my top side, and I'm gonna reset and get my bot side again, so you can see like how much resetting you're actually going for. Setting up ganks and like fighting time for ganks is really dependent on how free they are at this point. So like, if I just see someone like grossly overextended, I'm gonna prioritize that. And yeah, grubs are gonna spawn in 4 minutes. So once again, I'm gonna try and get like a solid power spike before that as well, and catch mid CS here. There's really no reason not to. CS and XP. Nice. Get as much as I can out of that. Maybe go for blue here as well. That way I don't lose it, because I know that they're on the dragon, right? I won't lose this blue, so stick around for this. Next reset, I'm going to get my tier. So normally I would reset for tier kind of early-ish on. You always want to get Tiamat before tier, I find, just because you're going to find a lot more value. You want that early strength, so you can look for that early grubs. That's what I'm thinking. I suppose in games where you don't have enough gold to get an early Tiamat, that's where you can go D-Blade, like genuinely. I think that's a really good idea. As long as you can like contest those early grubs, right? I think that's the most important thing. Because even if they're going to contest it, as long as you don't give up 3, like, okay, either you get 3 or you don't give up 3, right? That's kind of what you play for. Now look at this. This is kind of a behind the back gank angle, but because there's so much wall for me to work with here, it makes it really easy. You just go inside this guy. I play it like that. Gotta slow her while we chase this guy down. Nice, huge. And yeah, because I have Tiamat as well, I mentioned this a lot, because I have Tiamat, I'm actually getting a bonus orb per proc. So you're getting your form even faster. Even faster. Kind of crazy, right? Alright. So now, we're gonna get... Oh, wait. Wow. Yeah, this is probably your best, like, early start. This is it right here. I'm telling you right now, this is where you can stay on the map for a while. So I could stay on the map for a while now. With Tiamat, tier 2 boots, this is like your best early spike right here. This is like your ideal strat. I forgot that Ionians costs 50 gold less. They give a little bit less value, but I think that, I mean, not bad. Just how cheap and efficient it is. It's still really good in my opinion. And that's why you have Transcendence, you know. You get Sibyl Ace right there. It's not bad. Oh, that guy's a little bit fat. Okay, we'll handle him in the mid to late. We're good. Grubs are in a minute here, so I'm just gonna try and get as much XP as I can. You always kind of want to think about like your power spikes, like how much can I get? Like, is there any item power spike? Not really. Like, because my next item's gonna be pickaxe, because I'm gonna be building brutalizer, so it's not like I'm gonna reset to get like the ability haste item. That's kind of silly. I'm waiting till I get 6 to handle this Aatrox right now, because I need to stay inside of him so he's not draining me. Well, like he would be able to drain me really hard unless I go inside of him, because if he gets his autos and his Qs on me with his ult, that's when I would like actually have that potential of dying, right? So hopefully we can just go on this guy right now. See, like that. I need to wait out his 3rd Q. Like that. There you go. Yeah, I didn't get any sustain on me. Being a drain tank like him, you gotta be very cautious. Oh, okay. I think it's gonna be a blue Kane game, by the way. I've been playing a lot of blue Kane just because I really love blue Kane right now. If I wanted to, I could go for... See, if you get your form before 2nd grub spawn, which is pretty common because you have Tiamat, which gives you your form faster, and then you have Airy, which gives you your form faster. It's really, really common to get your form before 2nd grub spawn. So that's where you can kind of like punish... That's where that early summon Airy, like double the orbs, come in handy way, way more than you would like are led on to believe. Like a lot of people, they don't really like it because they're like, oh, but you're kind of weaker later on. Well, now you have flat lethality. So instead of scale lethality, you have flat lethality, which means stronger early game. And now you get your form faster, and there's more objectives in the early game to contest. So, I mean, I think Ares still the way to go, boys. I'm not going to lie to you. I think Ares is still an amazing rune set for you. Oh, it's kind of awesome. Yeah, now we're going to path for... You always want to path for these grubs. In my opinion, I think you always path for these grubs. They're just so high value, these little guys. Little guys. I'll say smiting that one's kind of a blunder. Should save a smite for the last one, but... I feel like that one's like the most likely to get stolen because I would usually want to save like... Oh no, this is bad. He's going to take my little grub. I didn't take my little grub. Yep, I got all 6. So now we just have one of the best mid-delates. I got to back up here. I don't really have that much value. I'm kind of weak. If we wait out this guy's ult, maybe we can get him. Nice. Huge. Yeah, Swain ult comes in huge there. I can get Brutalizer. That's another big reset. We're going to go blue form, so I'm just going to wait out the timer. Alrighty. Wow, there's a lot of new items. Jesus. There's a lot of new items here, boys. And now we get the Propane Hydra. I feel like that's going to be just your go-to item every game. Propane Hydra is way too OP. Alright. Now we can go for that bot scuttle. And now if we wanted to, if they wanted like rotate their top laner down to contest this dragon, our top laner would be able to take the tower. That's how OP the grubs are, because the grubs basically make it so you just destroy towers. It's a global effect for all your teammates, but you destroy towers. And because you can get it before the plate spawn, it makes it really easy to like kind of just force that. Oh, keep in mind that this Hydra item, when I do get it, its main damage source is when they're below 30% HP. So a lot of people are probably going to be thinking, oh, well, Dark Harvest does really well with that. That it does, but I still think getting your form fast is still like the most efficient thing. Dark Harvest definitely does have its like reasoning as to like why you'd want to do that. So I think if this Swain just goes top and hits tower, you'd get like 2 plates for free, maybe even the full tower. I don't mind giving this dragon because I still don't have my form, so it's always smart whenever you don't have form, like don't take a bad fight, right? That's kind of a bad fight. They have like a stronger team fight, even though I'm pretty ahead. I don't have my item yet, so I'm not fully power spiked. And also, yeah, no form, so. I could have went red form, technically, and like, look for a player with that, but it's fine. Maybe gank here. But once again, like, utilizing these terrains. So if you E and Q from that terrain, you can make it to the other one. And now we should be able to go in here. Ow. It's a tanky boy. Did you just say another day, another slay? Wow, I never knew Kane said that. Another day, another slay. Period. Alright. Now we get Yumi's favorite item, Zoomies. We got the form. And now we can look for Rift. So we got a really big power spike. So notice I'm like trying to like get my power spikes before every objective here. Really, really, like, ideally what you're looking for. There's big Brambleback. I'm gonna save, like, usually after you kill the second one, you always want to save your third red and blue buff for post 20 minutes. That way you give it to everyone on your team globally. So you don't want to rush the red buff and blue buff on spawn on the third one. This is just the second one, so you don't have to worry about it right now, but third one is what you gotta worry about. So they're below 30, so I'm gonna be doing a lot more damage here. What was that? What was he doing? Do you guys see that? Is he spamming his like his thing swap? Oh wow, that was a full HP reset. Was he swapping his paint there? Is that why he was moving so fast? Oh whoops. Alright. And now for my favorite part. Driving lessons with Karasmai. I really wonder, I'm theorizing that you can get so much done. You can get so much done if you're like able to actually play the map right. So if we make a pick in top and I send the rift down, I wonder if I can actually just get the top inhib. That's how crazy this is. If we kill their top laner, I think we can just get the top inhib right now. Like a big wave because there's 2 bot, 1 mid. If we see Jarvan bot side and we kill their top lane, I'm pretty sure we just get an inhib. Okay, no one's going top here. Let's just see. Okay, hopefully I don't like crash this into the wall. Okay, don't worry. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I didn't get the crash. Wait, I can do it again? Wait, you can do that again? Oh. Oh, that's nice. Wait, look how many little voidlings spawn out of it. Wait, so I'm just killing the tier 3 tower without any minions. What? What? Yeah, well, I was right. You can literally just send it and get the inhib. Wow, that is crazy. The voidlings and the rift are so OP. This is 16 minutes. Guys, this is 16 minutes. This is 16 minutes, and there's still voidlings spawning. And look at how fast we damage the tower. Look how hard we damage the towers! Bro, what is this? What is this? Do you guys see this? Oh, the grubs are so OP. We just ended the game. What is that, bro? That is not real. That is not real. At 17 minutes, you could just end the game. Oh, grubs are OP. That is not real. Look at how much damage you do to the towers. You can win a game that fast if you have the slightest bit of miss macro. Wow. Dude, I am like shocked right now. Look at Yasuo. Yasuo's Yasuoing. Dude, you know, I'm telling you right now, Trick 2G is like going crazy right now. Trick 2G might just honestly get like top 100 next season. Trick 2G might just be one of the highest ranked challenger players. The fact that we just did that is insane. We will get punished so hard for bad macro. I'm playing mid-top every single game. I'm never playing bot lane. Like, who cares about Dragon? They're on their 3rd Dragon. We have their Nexus open. You imagine that? We have their Nexus open. That's wild. I wonder if they're gonna just like go for what do I call it? Go for the dragon right now with their base being all the way open. What about that with Bel'Veth? Yeah, I know. What about that with Bel'Veth? And then you get the fast resets. So you get like a couple fast resets, right? You just get one? How does that work? I still don't know how the fast reset works with the Rift. You just get one, right? Oh, I got zoomies now. Zoomies! If you don't know what zoomies does, it's basically like the second half of Yumu's. It gives you a stacking, amped up lethality. Right now, if this game wasn't going to end, I'd wait a minute 30 before I took the blue, and then I'd give it to my team globally. That's just being a good jungler, you know, being a nice, considerate guy. But this game's going to be over. We literally just go group up and the game's over. Jesus. You Tiamat, 2 OP, man. I know what that champ does, but I don't know how high those damage amps are. Okay, so you tried to lightning bolt me. Ow. I just got one shot. Yep. Now next item we get to Matamoon. Matamoon. I believe this game is Jover. Yeah, this item works really well when you factor in like the Q Tiamat will slow them as well because I have Red Smite. So if I Q team at her, she gets slowed and it does a lot of damage. I just go inside of her and then just execute her, pretty much. Well, GG. Hope you boys enjoyed. Season 14 is going to be pretty wild. Pretty wild, I tell you what. Jesus. Peace out, YouTube. Jeez.